All right, next up we've got Only Skin Deep. This dude's Halloween costume, this guy that's like telling this guy to leave the party, is just in poor taste. Abe Lincoln with a bullet wound in the head. I don't know why. I'm like the last person. I wasn't offended or anything, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fucking idiot. But it's just like, I don't know. That was in poor taste to me. Like, just Abe Lincoln with a bullet wound in his head. I don't know. Just kind of irked me a little bit when I saw it. I was like, man, that's just, it's poor taste. Anyway, so this girl in the beginning, this is Terry Hatcher, right? Am I seeing that correctly? She's only in it for like maybe a minute, but I'm pretty sure that's her. So it must have been maybe an earlier role where she wasn't a headliner, where she wouldn't have been a big thing, but maybe it wasn't her. It looked like her from what I could tell. I didn't really look it up though. But we got the main character, he's like the stalker ex who's violent, and she wants to get a restraining order on him, and you know, he's aggressive and threatens her and everything, and then he's asked to leave, and he meets this girl that's, you know, away from the party, and she's got this mask on, and he sees her body, and he can see she has like a hot body, and she's got this mask on, and he wants to keep it private, so they go back to her place, and they make this pact to keep their masks on. Her mask reminded me very much of like, kind of like The Hills The Hills Run Red, but more like, mostly like the, you know, House's October built mask, like a porcelain doll face, or almost even like the Leslie Vernon's mask, I guess. I just thought of that right now. It's kind of like like something like that, just that like really blank white rounded face mask with the deep socket eyes or whatever. But she lets him take out his aggressions and all of his, you know, it's almost like sex therapy, where she's just kind of like, let it all go in me. You can fuck me, is my, you know, whatever. And he gets like into it. And I guess like when he comes out of it, or he comes in it, Jesus Christ, he's just cured. Oh my God, he's let it all go, and he wants to know her. He wants to obsess over her now. I guess she's gonna take up the mantle of the new Stocky, the prey, and she's just not having it. She's like, no, you're not taking off my mask. And then he goes down and he looks through her shit, and he finds like this glass cabinet that's filled with faces, which of course our initial reaction to faces being skinned and being hung and used later to put over your own face, we're going to think Leatherface, and absolutely, I mean, that makes the most sense. But a bunch of different faces being held in a glass case, come on, man. Frickin' Mombi from Return to Oz. Anybody seen that movie? I've talked about it a couple times on this channel, but that movie is just badass. If you want to see a much better Oz film, don't get me wrong, I love Wizard of Oz. I think it's a beautiful movie. It's got great color and singing and whatnot. But Return to Oz is just a much better film, in my opinion. More my style anyways. You know, The Wizard of Oz is more, you know, light and pretty, and Return to Oz is dark and dreary. Did that rhyme? I didn't even mean to make that happen. But yeah, I love Return to Oz. Fairuza Balk's fantastic in it as Dorothy. Much more adequate Dorothy to the stories that were being told, you know, in the books. Frank Baum's. But yeah, anyways, we're not here to talk about Return to Oz. I always do that, but it just kind of reminded me of Mombi's mask that she leaves in there. And you know, he comes back and he's freaking out on her, and he takes off his mask and he's revealing himself to her, and she's like, no, and he tries to take off her mask, and it's not a mask, that's just her face painted up. She looks like that, I guess. And she kills him and skins his face off, and puts his face in the collection of masks that she's gonna wear. I guess, I don't know, I thought it was gonna go such a different route with her, with his ability to like fuck it out of himself through her. Thought she was like a conduit of like hate, and that like they I don't know, she could be used, and all of your negative emotions could be like transferred into her sexually or something. Like I thought that was the route they were going with this, and it went more just like deformities and she's keeping faces, so it's more grounded in reality. And the whole sex thing threw me off because I definitely thought it was going to go more like supernatural with her abilities. So no, I guess not. I guess it's just straightforward, and she's just, you know, maybe that was just a little red herring or something. Like, I don't know, that was weird to me, that whole sex scene and then how it played out. I mean, she must just be fucking incredible in bed, and that's it. She has this hot body, she knows how to use it, and men are just fucking, you know, cured of all their illnesses or their mental, you know, shortcomings or whatever, because she's just that good, I guess. I don't know. As I said, I just read it a different way, and when it turned out that way, I was like, oh, okay, she's just a normal chick who, I mean, not a normal chick, nobody fucking collects faces as normal, but you know what I mean. Not supernatural. Anyways, let's move on.